Hey yo guys, and welcome to another brand new video. This is usually one of my favorite series I kind of make on the channel, if you could even call it like a series, because I kind of try my best to put into every single major retailer or major place that you guys could potentially go get a PlayStation 5 or Xbox, and basically put it all into one video with all the different video segments and stuff like that for you guys to go checking out and see which ones you guys maybe want to be on the lookout for, or also just the best chances for places to go and drop itself. I usually have almost every retailer that's pretty big, or more so will have a bigger amount of stock to actually go and get for the consoles. So as I mentioned, if you guys want to go check it, we have the timestamps all linked down below. As well, welcome all of you guys. Welcome. We have a lot of stuff to cover. As well, I do want to note, a lot of the times the Xbox Series X is also included in most of these drops too as well. So if you guys are curious on either or, typically it's in the same exact drop or in very similar times too as well when it comes to all of them. As well, also, hi guys, good morning, good evening. So a few quick things in the channel before we dive into the actual video. Number one, I probably should get rid of the Christmas tree. It's past Valentine's Day. It's bad. It's bad. Last time I think I begged for like 500 likes or something like that. So if you guys want to leave a like in this video, I'll probably go and finally get rid of the Christmas tree. As well, on top of that too, we do have a few drops that have also happened throughout this week or earlier on. So I'll let you guys also know on that, just so you guys have a good idea of what to look forward to in the future too as well. And now for the really quick usual sellout, we are giving away a PS5. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for the YouTube channel itself. I also have the Twitter link down below. We do have a Twitter giveaway going on for the digital PS5, or if you guys just want to go and follow the actual Twitter itself, I try my best to be on top of actual restock drops. I'm not the best. I have a normal job, and also I also stream a lot, so it kind of is a little bit harder for me, but most of the time for easy drops, such as PS Directs or other things I'll see, I try my best to tweet on out. I more so do a lot more YouTube as well, just so you guys all know. We also have the Twitch stream. If you guys want to come say hi, do whatever, drop an Amazon Prime sub if you guys want. We do have a lot of cute cat emotes and play a lot of games over there. As well, we also have the Amazon link. Amazon did drop earlier on today, but there's always a chance for cancellations, bot cancellations, more second waves. They're usually kind of unlikely, but more so maybe warehouse stuff as well. That's always linked down below. The Weeble, everyone always asks, but you sign up for Weeble, you deposit $100 and you guys go and get a bunch of free stocks, usually like 3 to 4 depending on what's going on, and you guys basically get free money. If you guys ever want to just do it as you're watching these videos, as I ramble, you guys always can. And Coinbase, you guys sign up with that and buy $100 with any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin off of that. Any money I make off my channel, affiliates, the actual ads on the videos themselves, all go towards my mom. So if you guys ever go and see ads, I love you guys for that, and I appreciate you guys all that for like helping me support my mom in these weird times. So you guys are awesome. So now let's actually get to the video itself. So we have a few topics. We usually kind of format it kind of similarly. I've also have my list. So if you guys see me look over here, you guys will see the list itself. But number one, the usual best place, I always recommend this, and we actually saw quite a few of them last week, is always the PS Direct. PS Direct is where you buy it directly from Sony itself. And of course, if you guys know any of these descriptions, I usually try to make it so it's easy if someone's brand new or doesn't watch like the 15 videos. So just so you guys all know on that. But the PS Direct is basically you guys buy it directly from Sony. They do like an online queue. It's usually around 2 to 5 p.m. EST, give or take. It's kind of random. A lot of times people will either go and tweet them on out, or sometimes they'll put like a YouTube subscription thing on my community tab that shows on up. So I always tell you guys to go subscribe if you guys would like, or on the Twitter as well. But basically, it's just an RNG or like random number generator. You just pay, it's like a raffle. You guys click on the link. You guys have a set amount of time. If you guys get in usually within the first like 15 minutes or so when it goes into when the stock's actually available for the PS Direct, you usually have a pretty good chance to actually go and get it. But as well, sometimes it has more of an hour wait time, and at that point, it's a bit more unlikely. But they did happen a lot throughout these past few weeks, and I always recommend those as well. Basically, as well, too, if you guys ever do see PS Directs, open them up on multiple different browsers and tabs, and also pull out your phone too as well, because every single instance is somewhat different, and you get different times on different ones. I would recommend if you guys are trying to go get one, do that. Maybe have your siblings, mom, parents, kids, whatever, nephew, uncle, whoever it is, grandma, go and also open up a tab too as well. And when it comes to that, make sure you guys know what you guys want to go and buy. If you guys get into the actual PS Direct tab, there's always a chance that you can still get the console, but you also have to be fast because people are slowly always coming on in throughout those raffles themselves. But I always recommend the PS Directs, probably one of the best places to actually go get your console. It's also directly from Sony themselves. The shipping's like 1 to 2 days. There's almost never cancellations as well. It's really, really worth it. They sometimes also have the digitals, but it's mainly the PS5 disc versions when it comes to that. Always be on the lookout for that. Now, the two major ones we're going to be touching about a lot on throughout today on the channel for individual videos, and maybe another one even tonight, or just in general throughout the week, is Target and Best Buy. We'll start off with Target first. If you guys have been watching a lot of my videos, you guys probably know, but Target is very, very likely throughout probably the next like 2 days or so to go and drop. Means they'll probably have a pretty good drop. We can show up some features we've been showcasing up throughout this past week. This is from our lovely friend John Chris, that basically has been showing from actual and Target employee leaks that Target does have stock on hand. Stores have stock, 14 to 15 consoles, and etc. And there's a lot of stock that we've seen throughout the community as well. You guys may, like I said, see another video on this later on tonight. So when you guys see all the stock, it just means that Target in a lot of different areas will probably have a chance to have a pretty big drop throughout the next, like, I'd say 3 days or so. I have been mentioning on my channel that the major weather issues going on down the south in Texas and all those other southern states, the rolling power, etc., may be affecting some stuff, but as of now, that's just speculation, but it has a very high chance it could also happen. When it comes to Target, we also have seen confirmations too as well for the Xbox. Here's the Xbox Series X photos that there is also stock available for the Xbox Series X at Target. This is from your actual employees themselves in Illinois. We've also seen stock in many different other regions as well. So be on the lookout. Target usually drops around from 4 a.m. to around 10 a.m. EST. We more so had even a fake out drop today that I made a video on already. That was around 8 o'clock or so. So be on the lookout in the morning. We don't know specifically when, but in the next 3 days or so, Target is looking very, very, very likely. We know they have stock, but there may be a very slight issue, as I mentioned, when it comes to all the weather going on. And that kind of stings a little bit, but what can you do? So the next major one for this is Best Buy. Best Buy. We've seen a lot of live chat leaks or employee leaks, whatever you guys want to go and call it. And we have had a lot of dates throughout this past week or so. Now, live chats are not always 100% accurate, but we have been seeing a lot of them throughout these past few weeks or so. When it comes to all of that too as well, we have also seen employees confirming that stock has shown up at the actual Best Buy itself. That means that there is stock physically in the store. And same thing with Target. We know that Target has stock in the stores. We had shipping actual information show on up. We also did see a few dates for 2/17. So that's why we're not sure if it's like tomorrow or the next 3 days or so for Target. And we also, for Best Buy, we do have more stock that is also in transit. So it means that there is more stock showing on up throughout this week for Best Buy. So be on the lookout for both of those. They've been basically not dropped for a while. Best Buy is getting pretty close to about a month or so right now. I believe as this point, Best Buy is literally the longest drop, like the longest time since the last drop. So Best Buy will hopefully be a pretty big drop when it comes to stock and restocking, etc. Best Buy usually does have bundles. They have controller bundles, they have game bundles, digital bundles, and also normal consoles. For Target, we mainly have been seeing just normal consoles themselves, the actual disc and digital consoles overall. But we do know, as I mentioned, we've had a lot of employee confirmations, we've had warehouse confirmations, we know stock is moving. We just don't know specifically when, and it probably is more so with all this crazy weird weather going on, this weird polar vortex. So they may possibly go delay some things on out, but as I mentioned, Amazon did drop earlier on today, so that may still not affect it. But for some of these stores, you more so have to drive up to the store and actually pick it on up, aka like, get the actual stock itself. So that could lead into issues overall, because if you have to physically drive there or pick it up at an actual location versus, say, Amazon that may just go and send it, or if there's weather delays, they can just be like, yeah, we'll send it out 2 days later. You already paid for it, you're good. That does lead to slightly smaller issues because, like I said, Amazon's more national. It can go anywhere. There's warehouses everywhere, and they can maybe wait if there's a shipping delay. But some places like Target and Best Buy, they do in-store pickup. So for, say, a region like all the southern region with 14 states being affected right now with rolling power outages and stuff, that could potentially delay some things on out. Now, I still want you guys to go be checking throughout the next 3 days no matter what, but there is a slightly higher chance that a lot of that stock could have issues with Target and Best Buy. We've also had Target employees also confirm that some stores are not even open, and also some stores are running on generators, and there's also some internet issues as well. So that could affect things a little bit throughout this next week or so. Just be on the lookout, as also that President's Day holiday on Monday also may have delayed some things on up too as well. But either way, the next 1 to 3 days, Target and Best Buy are probably the most highly likely places to go look besides the PS Direct, and probably one of the best places to go and get drops as they're major retailers and they do usually have a lot bigger stock. Same with Best Buy. It's been over a month-ish since the last drop. Very important that they'll probably have a pretty big one overall. Target kind of does like slightly smaller stocks or maybe regional drops as well. We saw a lot up in Illinois and also up in like Texas and some places even in California. So if you guys are especially in those areas, be on the lookout. Other regions do have stock too, just not as big. Now, I did want to touch on the Amazon because I mentioned that today. We did go and tweet out about that last night. We've been touching on that on the channel for a while. We did see quite a few nice little confirmations too as well on over here. I do want to say I was just lucky that I had a chance to go and check it. I do have a friend that works on Amazon, but we did not actually have any major major news when it came to that. I gotta be honest when it comes to that overall. So that was just me more so paying attention because I knew it was overdue and was on the lookout for it. So we did actually have the Amazon drop happen. So why I kind of mentioned maybe go check down below is sometimes there are warehouse sales, as well as there's also sometimes small cancellations when it comes to bots being canceled throughout the next 2 to 3 days. Orders being canceled too as well. So like let's say a truck goes to a place and they just never picking it up and it goes back to the store. That also affects up a lot of warehouse stuff too as well. And on top of that too, there's always just a chance with Amazon having random other stuff mixed on in. To kind of touch on the quick Amazon stuff, there is some UK drops as well, and a lot of Europe drops too. For the digital, we still have not seen any digital stock as well for the PS5 from Amazon, which is still surprising, but just kind of keep you guys up to date over there. We did see a lot for these other regions, though, all the European regions. So some other places to be on the lookout for, which is more so major big spots. Both GameStop and Walmart had some pretty good drops throughout this last week, past like 10 days or so, give or take. Throughout this week, it does look a little bit less likely when it comes to both GameStop bundles, or Walmart drops to go and happen. But when it comes to GameStop, I've actually been seeing them restock pretty fast, I would say. So maybe that'll be more so on the later end of this week, but I think that looks a little bit more unlikely. If I had to guess, maybe more so next week, we'll see more GameStop drops. GameStop actually does sometimes go and actually announce their drops, so it might be either nice to be on their mailing list or also follow them up on Twitter too as well. Sometimes for me, since these drops are more early in the morning, as I mentioned, I do kind of have like other stuff to kind of occupy my time, and I also have to sleep because I'm more of a night guy. I like more so work at night as well. So just letting you guys know where, like kind of more so to be aware of all these places. But GameStop, usually if you guys want to get one from GameStop, go for the bundles. Bundles are usually up longer because they're more expensive, and you're more guaranteed to go get one as of now. But they also do sometimes have solo consoles mixed on in with GameStop, but as I mentioned, GameStop will probably be a little more unlikely to be dropped throughout this week. Same with Walmart. Walmart had a pretty big drop beforehand, but as of now, a lot of Walmart orders are still in the processing stage. So what does that mean? When it comes to the actual Walmart orders, since they're processing, they now do not still have the stock available to go and give them the consoles. And some of the dates were even in March, like March 6th. Now, realistically, you're probably going to get your console even earlier than that. We also have had multiple confirmations that people are getting their consoles earlier than that. But just more so on the fact that Walmart still has so much stock out available, probably means a drop throughout this week is less likely. There is always a chance, but it does seem a lot less likely because more so Walmart has to go and fulfill their stock first, and after that they have a chance to maybe go and start doing drops again like in a week or so. As well, also Sony does have to go provide up the stock, let's say for Best Buy, Target, Amazon first, so that means that since Walmart already had a drop like a week ago-ish or so, they're probably realistically not going to drop throughout this week. Same with GameStop as well. But there is always a chance, so be on the lookout. I'm more so going to be safe for next week. We'll give you guys more updates on the channel itself as time kind of goes on. As well, if any of you guys are still watching this far in, I love you guys. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed and stuff like that. All of our little sell links linked down below. And thank you guys all for the subscribers recently. You guys are all great. So next major thing to kind of looking for on my list, mainly because we're talking about the Walmart, let's talk about Sam's Club. Now, Sam's Club usually drops a bit more later on at night, typically maybe around like the 5 to 12 range, give or take, a little bit more sporadic, but we did actually see them drop a few Xbox Series X's about a week-ish ago or so, so I'd probably be on the lookout more so for Sam's Club. We do know that Walmart had some actual consoles themselves, so typically sometimes the extras can also go to Sam's Club, because they are just a subsidiary of all this stuff. I have my alarm up here. There you guys go, random alarm alert over there. But when it comes to all that stuff, Sam's Club usually is the next major drop cycle when it comes to Walmart, and they do usually have a lot of bundles. You guys do need to have a membership though, but you can also, I think, even get a membership on checkout if you guys do see the Sam's Club tweets or mentions either way. But overall, I'd probably say maybe less likely for Sam's Club throughout the week, just because, as I mentioned, Walmart still has to kind of go through all their stock and actually fulfill their stock in the first place. And after that's all kind of done, maybe they have more free stock soon. But be on the lookout either way, more in the nighttime hours for that. And also for other places kind of on the food side, we also have Costco. Costco's been doing pretty good in terms of actual stock availability. We've been seeing that kind of popping up a lot. They also do have bundles mixed on in, so definitely be on the lookout for Costco. They're more sporadic, and I believe you also do have to have a membership too as well. We're more so like in the Meijers and Sam's Club area here for us in Chicago. So I'm letting you guys all know that is usually a pretty good chance to go get drops on overall. And mainly in my opinion, I just think it's just really nice because, well, I don't know, like it's kind of nice because these are just, you have more so have like that membership blockage, so that means that there's less likely for people who to go get the stock overall. And it also kind of goes too for Meijers. Meijers had a really weird drop last week. there's always a chance they can maybe go get more stock in the near future. It's not 100% guaranteed when it comes to that overall, because they did kind of like a big-ish drop, but nothing super crazy. Kind of like, it wasn't too bad, but be on the lookout maybe for Meijers. I kind of thought the last Meijers drop was a little bit lame though, so don't hold your breath on Meijers. If we see more Meijers information, we'll let you guys know, but the last time it wasn't really that good of a drop. I didn't really like it. I think it could have been a lot better. It was kind of slacking. We did see some people get W's on it. You know, they got their consoles overall, but I think your best bet realistically is still on the Best Buy, Target, or PS Directs, at least throughout this week, because the stock should be a lot bigger, and we have at least more confirmations for that throughout the week. Some other place to go look on here too as well is AntOnline. AntOnline, I keep on seeing a lot of people always getting their consoles on. I highly recommend AntOnline. The one major issue with AntOnline though is the bundle price. Now, the thing that kind of sucks with that is that the bundle price is a little bit more expensive than you kind of expect when it comes to AntOnline. So you guys do have to pay a slightly higher premium when it comes to bundles, but they have even done, I think even like 10 minutes ago, they also, I think, did an Xbox Series S restock. So they are getting consoles. They did confirm on their Twitter that they will be doing next-gen console drops. So the Xbox Series X's, S's, and PlayStation 5s. And also on top of that too, we do thankfully get to go and get some pretty often stock, and they usually go and send it on too as well very quickly. Like if you go order from AntOnline, they'll send it on out throughout the next 1 or 2 days. So they usually have the stock on hand and send it on out. So definitely be on the lookout for AntOnline. I think they usually have pretty good deals, and they're pretty consistent as well. Some more stuff on the list itself. The NewEgg raffles. We saw more NewEgg raffles happen today, but they were more so still focused on the CPU and GPU stuff. NewEgg is a legitimate retailer, and they do sometimes do their raffle system, sometimes like how the PS Direct has done it. They really haven't done too many actual consoles so far, but they did do one early or late last week, so there is a chance throughout this week for the NewEgg actual raffles themselves. So how does it work? Basically, you guys go and enter in the raffle, and then they kind of give you like 4 hours or so if you guys are selected via email or just on the website itself to go get whatever bundle or raffle you guys are selected on into. Kind of think like the PS Direct a little bit as well. I think it's kind of a nice system. I do like the raffle stuff like the PS Direct. We've only seen like maybe like 1 or so drops when it comes to consoles since they kind of announced it, but they are worked in there every now and then. As mentioned, I'll try my best to tweet out stuff if I see it, but I'm kind of bad at Twitter, just giving you guys all the heads up for that. Some other places too. We also have the Gamefly. Gamefly has been kind of relevant when it comes to drops too. You do need to have a membership for it, and that's kind of like a 50-50. I think you can also do the free like once a month memberships too as well to sign on up and actually try to go get the console, so that is always nice. But when it comes to Gamefly, their stock is usually a little bit smaller, but they are very active on Twitter and social media, so if we do ever see it, it does kind of give us a fast chance to go get stock. They have done bundles, and as I've mentioned, sometimes the bundles are not 100% worth it, but they usually do have some pretty nice good stock, and is nice to be on the lookout for. They did one last week, so there's a chance for this week, and maybe say more so next week if I had to go and guess. We also have the B&H photos. That's been some nice little drops that have been going on throughout these past few weeks for B&H photos. Be on the lookout for that. I'm not the most familiar with that retailer, but as we kind of find more information with that, we can kind of go and see more, hear some more stuff for that. We also have a few other places like Andromeda. Now, Andromeda is kind of a meme because it costs so much extra money, but they do have big bundles. If you guys are rich, you guys can always check it out. I'm sure most of you guys aren't, because I myself am not, because that costs so much money, but you guys can always be on the lookout for that. Kohl's has actually not done a drop in a while, and they've actually done like 3 total drops that were kind of big-ish too as well. So Kohl's might have a nice chance to go drop throughout this week too, mixed on in, so be on the lookout for Kohl's. Kohl's usually does have a pretty easy process too, as we've kind of noticed. They do go out of stock pretty quick because, well, it is Kohl's. But when it comes to all that stuff, be on the lookout for all that stock overall. There also is a few UK drops too mixed in. We'll have a little more American news too, but UK, I think Very, if you guys want to correct me, I think Very has been confirmed that there will be a stock more so tomorrow. So if any of you guys are in the UK, if you guys somehow made it 19 minutes into an American PS5 Restock channel video, well, then there you guys go. But I think Very is confirmed as well. We did also see Amazon in the UK, Europe also go and drop, so we are seeing European movement as well. A few other maybe like small places to be on the lookout for too when it comes to all the major retailers is when it comes to I kind of lost my train of thought. When it came to more so the actual, not major retailers, sorry on that, more so the smaller places, we also keep on seeing these smaller mom and pop stores getting stock, small local game stores getting stock. This has been somewhat smallly happening throughout the past, like 2 or 3 weeks or so. But typically, if you guys do have a local card store, game store, video game store, etc., sometimes they are getting stock. We're also seeing some very weird places too as well, like furniture rental places and stuff, sometimes getting stock overall. So just be on the lookout for it. They're not the worst to actually go and get and see and check, or maybe try to get on like a waiting list as well. For Canada, we also had a lot more EB Games news throughout this last week, so maybe be on the lookout for another major drop on that. And I maybe even also want to say Canadian Amazon has maybe a good chance to be dropping as well. Best Buy probably not, because that dropped last week for Canada, but at least we do have some good chances on over there. So that's kind of I think my overall list of good information I can give you guys. As I mentioned, mainly be on the lookout for the PS Directs, Target, and Best Buy throughout these next 3 days. Those are probably the major retailers to be on the lookout for. If anything, that will probably have the biggest stock available and some of the best places to be on the lookout for. And then same with Amazon. If there's any cancellations, we always have the Amazon link down below. Or if there's any warehouse things or bot cancellations, orders showing up in the wrong spot, etc. And as I mentioned, some of these places may have a slight delay throughout this week. This is not confirmed, just my own speculation. I've been saying it on my videos, because some of these retailers are maybe having issues with all this weird polar vortex going on. Chicago has lots of snow, Midwest has lots of snow, and also Texas and a lot of southern states have no power. One of the third major power, generators, I guess, suppliers, is basically having issues and all this stuff with all the cold going on. That does definitely affect cars moving. Same here in Chicago. It affects power, affects stores hours, people actually getting the consoles. And don't forget, with also millions of people with no power, that means it also does affect the actual clientele able to actually get the consoles themselves. So there might be some small delays when it comes to Target or Best Buy, but either way, we do know they have stock, and employees have confirmed they have stock. Live chats have confirmed stuff as well. So especially be on the lookout. I'm not saying it's canceled, just be aware overall. But that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys made it this far, I love you guys. Please leave a like, of course, and a comment down below. I do also want to go and say thank you guys for anyone who does ever watch ads. I will be giving the ad money to my mom. So any of you guys who see those, or you guys sign up for the Weebles and deposit the $100 and get your free stocks, or the Coinbase, you guys buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys get free Bitcoin, the Amazon link or Amazon affiliate stuff, the Twitter and Twitch stream, all of you guys that are following and hanging out over there, or even people who drop Prime subs on my Twitch stream, or even just say hi on my Twitch stream overall, and all of you guys that just watch in general. Even if you guys are just subscribing mainly for, like, a PS5 giveaway or whatever it is, or restocks or whatever you guys are subscribing for, I do appreciate you guys all so much for watching my videos, supporting me, supporting my family, and I'd hope all of you guys can get your consoles ASAP. I really have been trying my best. I've been trying my best to be up to date videos too as well. It's been a lot. It's been like 4 months of pretty much 5 videos a day. It's been a lot. So I just appreciate you guys all so much for sticking by with me, watching my content, and even all of you guys that have also been watching my content that are not PS5 restock videos, news videos, scalping videos, or just overall game videos. I appreciate you guys immensely for even watching my channel and supporting me in any way you guys do. So thank you guys all so much for that. I hope you guys will get your consoles throughout this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll probably have a Target video later on throughout tonight, and especially a lot of videos for Best Buy and Target throughout this week. I appreciate you guys all so much for even existing, watching my content, liking everything you guys do. All the sellout links are always linked down below. I love you guys all so much, and I appreciate you guys all for everything. If you guys are cold, you guys are in snow, please be safe. Please be be the best you guys can. If you guys need anything, let me know, and I'll see you guys all later on throughout the day for some more videos. I hope you guys get your console this week. Like I said, this week will be a little bit weird with the Amazon day and all the weather going on. So if anything, worst case, I got you guys for next week too as well. Thank you guys all so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I love you guys all a bunch.